Welcome to Episode 2 of Climate 911. Our story picks up in the Climate 911 Dispatch Center at Biscayne National Park in South Florida. Phones are ringing, radios are giving off static, and the dispatcher seems to be at wit's end. He answers a call from Ranger CJ at Kenai Fjords National Park in Alaska. She reports that one of the park's most popular features, Exit Glacier, is, well, making an exit. It's melting back faster than it pushes forward. The cause is due in large part to a warming climate. CJ needs help to protect the park's resources. The dispatcher assures CJ that he'll do what he can by going out into the superhero waiting room to find a superhero who can help with the receding glacier. The dispatcher finds a young hero with the letters IB on her cape. She says her name is Ice Baby, and she can refreeze melting ice with a shake of her rattles. Realizing he has found the perfect superhero to help Ranger CJ, he wishes her luck, reminds her that Kenai Fjords and the world are counting on her, and sends her off to Alaska. With the phones continuing to ring and climate emergency reports coming in by email, the dispatcher barely notices a ranger walk into the dispatch center. The ranger is a nervous wreck, talking a mile a minute and wet to the knees. He's from the Flamingo District of Everglades National Park, down on Florida Bay. While the dispatcher attends to other matters, Ranger Dan tells the superheroes in the waiting room that the low-lying Everglades is at great risk of flooding due to rising sea levels caused by the melting of the polar ice caps. When he finally gets off the phone, the dispatcher speaks to Ranger Dan and figures the issue is serious enough to warrant sending out another superhero. He puts out the call in the waiting room for a hero who can do something about rising sea levels. A hero with the letter S on her cape comes forward and says she is the sponge and has the ability to soak up enormous quantities of water, thus lowering sea level. The dispatcher wishes her luck, reminding her that Everglades and the world are counting on her, and sends her off with Ranger Dan to the Everglades. Returning to his cluttered and chaotic desk, the dispatcher takes a radio call from Ranger Neil at Apostle Islands National Lakeshore in Wisconsin. Ranger Neil reports that the warming climate is preventing Lake Superior from freezing over in the wintertime. The water can now evaporate more easily year-round, and that is causing lake levels to drop. That means not only changes to shallow wildlife habitat, but trouble for people too. Boat ramps no longer reach the water, docks are too high, and underwater rocks and logs are closer to the surface than ever before. The dispatcher goes back to the waiting room to find a hero who can help. A hero with the letter Q on her cape comes forward and says she is Quench. Using her giant water gun, she can refill drying lakes wherever they occur. The dispatcher wishes her luck, reminds her that Apostle Islands and the world are counting on her, and sends her off to see Ranger Neil in Wisconsin. Before he can even sit down, the dispatcher hears a notification of another email coming in. It is from Ranger Jenny at Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks in California. She reports that in the high Sierra Mountains, relatives of rabbits called pikas can only live at certain elevations where the temperature is neither too hot nor too cold. With the planet's overall temperature increasing, pikas are moving further and further up the mountains, and it won't be long before they have no place to go. The dispatcher is furious. He says it is bad enough that climate change is causing glaciers to melt, sea levels to rise, and lakes to dry up. But when it starts to affect cute little animals, he gets really mad. And so ends Episode 2 of Climate 911. Is climate change affecting other animals? Will Dr. Verduga's plan to allow Earthlings to slowly change the planet's climate through wasteful activities continue to succeed? Tune in next time for Episode 3 of Climate 911.